Hello everybody and welcome to week 4 of our Hume 115 class. Well, in week 3 we discussed thoroughly how can we tell if the message which we're bombarded with from every which way is valid, and how do we know if the person delivering that message, the messenger, is a credible source. So we investigated that during week 3, and now we're into week 4, which is my favorite week. Because when we talk about critical thinking, to me that means we're really talking about problem solving. How to think through any problem, and that's what week 4 is all about. We're going to be talking about the problem solving technique, the steps to resolving a problem this week, and I think you're going to find this fascinating information. As you see, understanding and applying the problem solving process, our objectives, identifying alternatives when it comes to solving problems, comparing the advantages and disadvantages of each alternative, identifying the best available option, and how to evaluate solutions and decisions. Can they be improved? This week you have 1, 2, 3, 4 chapters to read. Some of these are quite short, so it shouldn't take you too long. Of course, we have our tips of the week as usual. And then we have our 3 assignments, and I want to bring something to your attention. First of all, participation is our ongoing assignment, 8 substantive notes minimum across at least 3 days during the online week. Okay, please be sure you're meeting that participation requirement. It's so important in an online class to remain visual, to be there in all of the discussions. Okay, in an online class, that's like showing up for class in a face-to-face class. And this week we have a very important assignment. Solving personal problems, applying the 5-step model. And let me just show you something right here. Yes, that is worth 12 points. You're seeing that correctly. 12 points. It's a huge assignment this week, huge. So please, it is due July 4th, which of course is a holiday, a national holiday. So I will extend the deadline here to July 5th. And that's participation. Of course, I cannot extend a deadline for participation. There is always a cutoff on Monday night. But on the personal problems assignment and on Gamescape, I will extend the deadline to Tuesday, July 5th at 11:59 p.m. I strongly recommend that you get these done early, turn them into me as early as possible. I will try to grade them over the weekend if I have some turned in and get them back to you as quickly as possible so you'll know how you did. I'm opening this and I want to show you, this is a 300-word minimum paper summarizing how you intend to solve a problem. This is a personal problem relating to finances, health, employment, education, or if you wish to choose something else, just clear it with me. You must apply each step of the 5-step model to your problem. I would like at least one separate paragraph, not a sentence, but a paragraph on each on each step. So when you're evaluating the problem, that alone should be one full step. Okay? Every step of the 5 steps needs to be applied to the personal problem which you choose. Again, 300 minimum words. You're going to explain about the 5-step model in your first paragraph, which should be approximately 50 words of the whole 300-word paper. Format in APA, title page, double space, citations, reference, and upload your paper this week to WritePoint by Grammarly in the Center for Writing Excellence so that any errors will be brought to your attention. You can make the changes and before you submit your paper, and you should have an error-free mechanical paper. When I say mechanics, of course, I'm talking about punctuation, grammar, spelling. Okay? That is the Solving Personal Problems assignment. I am now going to go back. And of course, we have Gamescape. Please, once again, start early this week. We have a lot of reading, 4 chapters, that's a lot, and a big assignment this week. Do not, again, please, make sure your assignments are turned in by July 5th, Tuesday night. Okay, I am giving you that extra night. Okay, without a penalty, but after that there will be a penalty. So please get these assignments in on time. So I hope you will enjoy week 4 as much as I do, and I will see you in the learning activities.